to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another run here with Dobbins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Ball again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Six yards left on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 61 yards. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Rodgers.
He finds Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a WR1. It gets the first down right there.
Hey, 88. Back north.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Caught by Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Corey Davis, 29 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Wilson with it, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Yeah, he'll find Hall, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So
Hall has it knocked loose,
and it's picked up by the Ravens. They find some open field here, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
and some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. This time Jackson will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Now Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Rodgers throwing here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete here.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
20.
Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
We'll see.